Any help with that issue? And no. What? Someone died. Oh, hello. Oh, yeah, you are a very punchy person. I don't like that. You know I can be friend, right? Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna punch you. Come, punch you. Come on. Why are we doing this? Can I bully you? How do I even? I know you're gonna die, right, buddy? Uh, okay. Uh, nice to meet you. Uh, uh me not like this. Me animal meat. What? Okay. Pants. Ooh, pants. Not much good pants, but pants is pants.
Is that too tight with that? Because then this...
What's going on up there?
It might be a little too tight.
Oh my! Oh my!
Don't worry, we can...
Well, that's something you want to hear every time we wake up.
Excuse
I
me?
think we're snapping to the back house.
Yes. The back door, aren't we?
We should give them their space.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Let me just close. Yeah.
yeah.
Are you two done snickering?
Yeah, good.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah?
yeah,
You're hilarious,
yeah,
do you?
yeah.
Yeah, mm-hmm.
Ah.
Come here, you.
Get out of here.
Come back here. Want to help me track down this mysterious mounted stranger who doesn't want to talk to anyone?
Oh, we have a mountain stranger now. That's curious.
Yeah. What? Oh?
Oh,
Did anybody happen to notice the galleon that's been parked in our bay? No? Alright. Just me then.
I can boldly believe it.
uh-huh. That is one big mama. Hello. Oh.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, was that you?
Yeah, it was me.
Oh, I see, I see. Well, you're talking now.
Mm-hmm.
Good to hear. Nice to meet you. I'm Heinrich Jägermeister. I'm the mayor/ambassador of this island.
Nice to meet you. I'm Carter.
I'm Zkhai.
Carter.
Zkhai Corax.
Guy.
Hope I am not intruding with my galleon.
Oh, it's...
No, I was surprised you were able to park it here.
yeah.
Me too.
This island, while very nice to build on, is a bit difficult when it comes to the Department of Docks.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's been a bit of a pain.
Mm.
Hello.
So what brings you to Ironhold?
Oh.
We're looking to do a map.
I see, I see. All right. Well, I don't want to keep you then. We do have a town. I think I saw you riding through it.
Yep.
Freshly built. So if you do need any to stock up on anything, do come in and let us know, and we'll be happy to help you.
Yep. Well, thank you.
Wonderful. Well, good luck on the map. Hopefully, you get some good treasure.
Mm-hmm.
And if you feel so inclined, definitely feel free to put any money you gain in my pockets.
Have a great one.
Mm-hmm. Good luck.
That's a no then. All right, Zkhai, let's go. They don't want to give me free money.
Deck as well. Okay.
Sweetie, sweetie, your paint's not my property.
What is going on, Zkhai?
I can't look.
Yeah. Here's Zkhai riding around, pitter pattering outside.
Ah, okay.
Hmm?
Hello, Zkhai.
Hello. Ooh.
Just
Curious. Curious.
Yes, we'll wait for the.
yeah, they're checking out the markets and stuff. That's fine.
Uh-oh. Shush, rabbit.
Yes, it's quite a lot of people for him today.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen my
Yeah.
clerk by chance? Oh, well, not worry.
He just ran back that way. Either way. But this
That
is the
comprises-
town's.
Oh, marvelous. Please go on, sir.
We're here. We can take a look inside.
I was going to
Okay.
ask you. Getting a bank is still.
Hello.
That'll be the way.
Yes. Okay.
Hello.
That would be wonderful.
That would be your next step to be sure.
Oops, sorry.
Oh, hello.
Sorry.
Curious.
Yes, I am.
See you all again.
Oh, that's
What's
a lot of
I don't think you
people.
noticed.
Ooh.
You
Here.
asked them how we collect
Oh,
bounties.
right, the skeletons. Yeah.
Hello.
Oh, we still have to go pick up the actual letter of marks. It's something we could also ask there as well.
Are they rummaging about in our farm?
Let's go kill them.
I'm Master Mate Seaman. Nice to meet you. You live here?
Yep.
What do you do?
I'm taming creatures. I am one with nature.
Oh. Oh, that's neat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did you tame that bunny?
Yep. Yep, that bunny sees evil. But for now, there's no evil yet, so we're good.
Bunnies see evil?
Yep, it sees evil.
I didn't know that. Is that
Yeah,
all bunnies
me
or just
neither.
that one?
Mm-hmm.
I want an evil seeing bunny.
I kind of do too. Not gonna lie.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, this is normal.
And, how about you, sir? Oh, you came with us, right?
Yeah, that's Eddie. Yeah.
Oh,
What kind of animals do you tame or breed? Oh, inside voice, Eddie. My bad.
Oh, I tame... For now, tame some small things. The tiny things. Also cows.
That was good.
Mm-hmm. I'm leaning towards taming the best, the big scary ones, just like in my homeland. I remember the days of taming giant creatures, fuzzy elephants, sharp saber tigers. Oh, it's a glory to at least nab one of them.
Shark saber tigers. That sounds fucking scary as fuck. Not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
Doctor.
Only the best of my people can tame those kind of creatures.
Oh. Yeah, I've never tamed anything. Sometimes I put a turtle on a leash and make it follow me, but,
Aw. Oh, shushy rabbit.
Can we get his map?
Hmm?
go on.
Oh, I think they're what's it called? Killing some Spanish off.
Oh, I see. I can see why my
Ooh.
rabbit got a little panicked. It hurts the booms. The big blasty booms. See?
Well, it's nice meeting you. I'm Taco Tuesday of Moonlit Bay Mercenaries.
Ooh.
This is our governor as well as our company cap, Miss Rhea Jean.
Hello. Hi, I'm Zkhai. Zkhai Corax. I used to be a hermit, but I've been at home at Ironhold.
Okay, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, Miss Rhea here. She does a bunch of breeding with animals.
Ooh. Nice.
I think the wind has your voice again, Miss Rhea. Yeah, it definitely does.
Yeah, the rains are getting loud, so yeah.
Yeah, that's Mr. Smitty, the one that's waving.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
In-
I see by your notice you have a monkey problem.
yeah.
Do you offer a reward for dead or alive?
It's a bit too quick. Like it's been like that for since this town being founded. It's a urban legend at this point.
Oh. Well, maybe I can come back and go hunting.
Yep.
All right, well, let's go meet up with the Navy. You know, we don't want to fall behind them.
I'm getting curious now. I would like to follow them. Shall we?
Yeah, feel free. Yeah.
I wonder where they are. Are they fighting? Because I heard cannons. Are they fighting?
New solution there.
All right, all right. And then what's the process on collecting that or any of that? Is that just
Oh, there they are.
Ooh.
Yeah, you probably
Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. Sneaky, sneaky.
excellent?
Ooh, foggy. Ooh, foggy. I know, rabbit. I know.
Thank you.
Oh god,
Oh,
I think I picked up
what's,
somebody's.
what's the rabbit's name?
I tend to forget names. I'm sorry.
You don't remember what you named your rabbit? So you
I-
just
Rabbit
give it
hasn't
a
given
new
her
name.
his name yet.
Mm-hmm.
You have to coax the name from the rabbit. You don't give the rabbit a name.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
It's a very
I was just
intricate
name my
process.
pets.
Thank you.
Alright, who is
Yep.
in need of medical attention?
Oh.
Any of the Navy men still need attention?
I'm good. All right.
Did I miss the scuffle?
indeed.
Oh, we just killed some Spanish.
How
Something like-
exhilarating!
Some
Right,
Spanish, like a Pol-
What a team building exercise that was.
Curious.
Bilberries. Never seen those before.
Yeah, that's all that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that.
Hmm? Curious.
Yes.
Just on speeding up some.
I'm interested in taming. If you're free anytime or you're in here, could I come back and ask you for some tips?
Oh, I'm new to this lands. I never experienced taming such large things here before, so this is just my first experience.
Yeah, same here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we have to keep up. Shush you, rabbit.
Oh, this is really.
What was that?
Did you
Miss Ray,
just?
Miss Ray,
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Oh,
Okay.
the
I
rain
might
stopped.
you might have to just carry me. Just carry me back to the boat. To the boat. I'm gonna have to.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Here, I'll help you.
Oh god, he's so fat.
He's
It's amazing because he's so small.
How can someone so small weigh so much?
Dense.
He's not.
Hello.
I got something here if you want.
Good day.
Mm-hmm. Hello.
What was your name again?
Zkhai Corax.
Oh.
What's the
Hi.
governor's name? Is
Well,
the governor
nice to meet
Teach?
you.
Yes.
I'm scary.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. So do all bunnies see evil, or just your bunny?
Only my bunny.
Oh. Man.
But they do sometimes too if you train them well enough. See?
How do you train a bunny?
What? Sorry?
How do you train a bunny?
Train a bunny.
Train a bunny. You see, it's a tedious process, and it's hard to share trade secrets of my people. So,
Oh.
yeah. It's
It
very
is better not.
tedious.
Fair enough.
Could you train a bunny and then I can buy it from you?
Well, luckily we have the.
I might if we have
You imagine having all these.
if the breeders let me.
Mr. C.
Oh.
Oh, very good, very good.
Yes.
Eventually I might have some stock of rabbits.
By the way,
Yes.
I overheard. Oh, you're not you, sir. Sorry.
Blink, or is that just
Forgive me.
my eyes?
Oh,
Who is that in the mask? Is that one of yours, sir?
it's just my little mood
I suppose a lot of them are.
currently.
Oh, you mean?
No.
I'm just as nervous as you are, actually, despite me being happy-go-lucky and all.
Oh,
Oh, how can you tell I'm nervous?
So many people.
Mask is quite popular.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Say she's a witch or a shapeshifter.
I am not a.
Who's a witch?
Uh-oh. Yeah.
Give me.
I said some say.
Yes, I know. You got me quite mixed up. I was thinking,
Oh,
are they-
goodness.
that person was here, but you are clearly somebody else. Forgive me. I bet you should be done soon enough, I believe.
We could take a look at the town hall if you want. In the meantime.
Certainly, certainly.
Sure.
It's a good thing I made all those bandages. I wasn't expecting a fight with the Spanish, though.
Oh, speaking of, I broke my book again.
Your book?
The book that helps people.
We have
Oh, right, the medical kit.
Good book.
Yes, yes. I can make you another book.
then we want.
Is Governor Teach awake? Be around.
He's a.
I am gonna give this to you then, sir.
All right, perfect. Wonderful. Thank you.
Just make sure he brings that to the trade port or Navy Island trade port, and they'll help you issue the paperwork.
Absolutely. Down here we have quite a magnificent.
Did you
Get it out of your system.
It's getting cramped.
I've heard about it, but I thought about entering it, but I decided not to, being as I had so much to hear that I had
You
to
wanted
get
to
that
make-
done, cooking-wise, so I wouldn't mind going there.
We need to discuss.
Oh wow.
Can't believe
Since
it.
they would like to
It does
hold.
keep this-
Tower of Rec.
Yes, this is
Barbara.
pretty.
I just want to make sure that
We certain the elevator's going to be able to handle this many people.
It might be a.
I'm thinking it's best for.
thank you.
Oh, certainly, certainly.
Or Redbeard up there.
I don't think we want to kill the Navy officer.
I will point out above your heads if you. Concrete plank head, or we'll push you through.
Bit of a workaround. I couldn't get the.
I wonder if they have sheet music up there.
Can't believe that.
This is our
You know, here in the tower.
full view of the port.
Very nice.
Someone might get squashed.
What, are they actually trying?
Well, a lot of people are cramming on. But I can understand the
This is spectacular.
Let's see.
Gosh, Callahan, why are you so heavy?
Uh-huh.
Wow, Coop.
Uh-oh.
Oh no!
Oh. I think there's a warning sound there somewhere earlier.
Do it. Absolutely.
Oh.
Oh! Ooh. Birdie.
This is an outstanding port, sir. Excellent, excellent.
Thank you. I don't know if you folks have. We're hoping to put a gas in there as well in case we need to engage in ground combat. Also, where the governor will be
magnificent.
housed.
It is.
Oh, how interesting.
A ship coming in.
A bit cramped though. Oh.
They'll catch up. Bit of a choke. I think we plan.
Oh, Mr. Hackett.
One at a time.
Mr. Hackett, are you alright up there?
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, fuck.
Someone get stuck.
Medic, medic, medic.
What's wrong? Sorry.
Go up one floor and find out, Miss Silver Meadows. I don't know.
Oh dear.
Oh, he's right there.
What?
You need a medical.
Oh, sorry.
But yes. Improve.
Oh, my.
Hello.
Hello.
Hmm. Oh. Just rabbit. Sorry. My rabbit is chattering a lot. I'm sorry.
Oh no, no worries.
just looking around.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice spot.
Yes, I very much.
Mm-hmm.
We hope to have the Navy here
Oh,
quite often.
thank you.
It'd be very nice for you to have shore leave here.
I actually was.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah, it's a nice place to dock.
Yes.
Can't wait to see what else you guys do here.
Hopefully we'll have the casino open so we can bring in some revenue here soon.
Oh, I knew he was going to ruin this.
Uh-oh.
Why doesn't?
Something
What happened?
This happened.
I believe they said I overheard Mr. Hackett or something. Head injury.
Oh, good. Okay, nothing.
We can fill out the elevator.
Oh dear.
I think they have a
Sorry. It's not funny.
They have a medical professional. I wouldn't want to.
alright.
You know, the
It is
old
extremely
saying, too
new.
many cooks in the kitchen.
Alrighty, sir.
Although in this
It's
case,
likely we're
it's
going to
too
start
many
pulling out a port here
doctors
pretty
in the
soon.
emergency
We
area.
are only we're at about 10 minutes behind schedule, so we got to keep moving for now. But it has been an absolute pleasure.
Absolutely.
Thank you for coming so far out of your way.
No. It's not far at all. Right? It's just we're happy to. Luckily, we ran into you. Excuse me,
Yes,
fire off a
alright.
little flare.
Oh.
Oh. Are you alright?
Sorry, I thought it's a gun.
I guess it kind of is. If you don't like bright lights, definitely don't look this way.
Ooh, shiny. As we all stare into the sun to watch the flare.
Yeah.
Marvelous. Alrighty, attention all crews. Indigo, return to ships. Return to ships.
It was nice meeting everybody.
Bye.
Mr. Nixon, it was a pleasure.
Likewise,
Good.
please feel free to
Pleasure.
come by
Very
anytime.
nice to meet you, sir.
No
Hopefully we'll
problem.
see you in
Bye
port again
bye.
soon.
Yeah.
Wish you well. Happy hunting. Good luck in all your
Let me
endeavors.
know. You can write me at the Navy if you can train a bunny. Okay.
Mhm.
Scary seaman.
Yep.
Masturbate
If you need rearming while on patrol, we have plenty of supplies for you.
I will keep that in mind. We're happy to pay as well. As of for right now, we're fresh, but we will be right on back if we need to be. Thank you.
Excellent.
Oh my god, guys, we did it.
Oh wait, I already have my mics on.
Are we going to celebrate with the flare party?
Probably not right now.
No.
Fire the red
Empty the ship
flares.
of all flares. Just going to say fire off 10 red
We're
flares
also
and see
going
what
to have
happens.
to make sure all our know, if anyone, there are no longer black sails allowed in the port at all.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I can think of a certain individual.
I can think of several actually, but
So-
it's okay. They have white sailed ships, so if anyone comes here, they need to fly white sail.
One final question.
Yeah.
Am I cleared to take the Dragoon out of port?
No, we have to go get the actual
Damn
letter,
it!
The what?
Oh, Mr. Core, please.
letter of marque. And you have to carry the letter of marque on you if you're going to sail the ship anyway, because it's to prove that you can actually sail the ship as a privateer.
What about just for the dam nearby is what I talk of.
You will have a red sailed ship. I would assume if you're using the Dragoon, you're not going to be able to do that. The pirates will attack you on outset, 100%.
Oh, I'm saying, are the red sails on the Dragoon currently? My mistake.
They will be, because it's registered as a privateer ship. I can't sell her out until we actually put red sails on it.
I understand now, thank you.
But we can modify any other ship for simple,
Yes.
Spanish hunting. I mean, just throw a few cannon on the butt and we're pretty good.
We just need Teach to wake up now.
Yes, because Mr. Teach is going to have to get the government paperwork. I found out some great information there. The proof of sinking, we need to simply go down and take a memory image of the hull or pull the nameplate off, and then we turn it in for bounties in that regard. So whenever we sink a pirate ship, that's what must be done. If a pirate surrenders, we can obviously bring them into there, but we can also do what we want. Yeah, we can actually, if somebody violates our law, we can execute them.
Yes, that was quite exciting news that I heard.
Yeah. Plus, we want to have trial and whatnot, because we do file Navy reports. We
are
don't want to just
there.
lynch people, but yeah.
Oh, yeah. A quick
Not
trial to
savages.
determine that, yes, they will indeed be hung.
Aye,
By
he
the
looks
neck.
guilty. Hang him.
Dead.
It's a shame they didn't come yesterday. I would have loved to hang that creepy man that was around.
Well, I mean, he's been issued his warning, so now if he does return, we have full rights to arrest and summarily execute him if we determine him guilty.
I saw a guillotine in storage. We have one already.
Yeah.
And a noose.
Yeah.
They're already up in the fortress. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh goodness, yes.
Oh, so you
Also,
didn't see them in
there were-
storage, you saw them in my market stall.
Oh,
There were
Yeah,
a
those are
bunch
extra
of,
ones.
Well, your market stall was storaging them.
There you go.
there were a bunch of random gentlemen with a moon something company.
Moonshine.
Moonlit, I believe I was told.
I can't believe Mr. Teach missed the entire inspection.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know,
I think the moon people were guests at the meeting.
What was that to tell him that I got my privateer, but he didn't pass his governor inspection?
Oh, I was going to say, well, I've got my mark of governorship. I don't know where you have your mark. See how he takes it.
I'm glad I mentioned it because they were just going to come for the letter of marque. They didn't even know about the town inspection.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
I guess you're the new interim governor.
Yes. Bow before me and my might.
Well, that's the way it works. Whenever the governor's not here, it's the mayor you answer to anyway. So.
Bow
Yeah.
before me and my might. Hang on, I need to get
why
tired.
did you tell him?
I don't have
that?
my grappling hook, damn.
There won't be any bowing from me. So you just go over there and stand on your 2-step taller area and you do your thing.
All right. Yeah,
There
see,
you-
look at them all. Look at them. The power. The power.
All right, calm your
I
pectorals.
swear, if he starts talking about gray skulls or something, I'm out.
You started 2 steps up. At least makes you my eye height.
The power. All right, I feel better. I had to get it out of my system. I'm okay.
Okay.
again.
Yep, my rabbit's chattering
Hey.
evil right now. Yep. See?
Time to get drunk.
Time for fireworks.
Ooh.
I
Did
think
you-
we need
yes.
to, maybe need to post a billboard outside that says black sails
Beware.
not welcome.
Black sails parked behind.
And
behind
we
the
put the
building.
not welcome
Black sails use
invitation
rear
mark.
entrance, please. Also, deliveries around back.
Yes. Speaking of which, I
I
believe.
wonder if I could convince Dundee into surrendering his ship to put cannons on it.
It's entirely useless where it is right now, anyway.
I'm pretty sure Mr. Dundee would be thrilled to put cannons on that sucker.
Yeah.
Oh,
it would-
Mr. Nick.
Yoink.
Well,
Mr.
I've been
Nick, I
denied
got those,
building my own
I
ship,
have
and
to
that
get them out
one's
of
just
the house,
sitting
but I
there.
got those wine racks that you wanted.
Oh yes, excellent. I can come with you and we can get those.
All
Gather
right.
round, Mr. Strife is passing out his wine. We're going to make a toast to the successful
for so long.
privatization of our humble town.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, humble.
Since you're up here, I was going to also say is I decided I'm gonna start at least putting barrels and stuff with labels. That way, if we actually do get a second shift to ease the load for me, that is, they'll at least know where
Right.
everything is. Right now, I don't have it
Toast.
labeled, but I know where everything is.
To Ironhold Bay.
The Ironhold Bay.
Fantastic speech, bravo.
Oh, shut up.
Oh my. Oh no.
Oh, goodness, Mr.
I asked
Mr.
for 8,
Strife
but I went
is
ahead and gave
very
you a couple
hurt.
more.
Makes me
Excellent.
wanna.
I will find use for them.
I don't know what you mean.
Makes
All
you.
two of you sound like you're making no sense to me at all.
Oh, goodness.
Makes me wanna charge towards the fortress and plant explosives there.
Right. Oh, it seems Core is quite drunk at the moment. Oh,
This is
There
a
we are.
special occasion.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Right, should be fine, right? We're all sterilized, whatever you call it. Yes.
Are we do the fireworks
you
now?
Yes, well, I mean, have they left?
I'd
port?
wait. No, I'd wait maybe half an hour.
Yeah.
And we can celebrate this evening.
But the sun is
Join
setting
us in our
now.
toast.
I still have to do the census.
Oh yes.
The census.
I have to say, Mr. Steele,
His wife don't be sensible.
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 Yeah. Yes, it doesn't seem safe at all with Miss Guys.
It's fine.
But you see how this is kind of how our new game will work. We'll have a shot for shot, and we'll have targets, and then you simply take a shot, and you have to try to shoot the target.
Yes, I feel like I could shoot it right now.
Yes.
The only issue is I seem to have misplaced my gun.
You're going to be in trouble.
We've got one.
Well, right now it looks like Mr. Strife is finger guns to me.
Oh. Pew pew.
This was some really good stuff, Mr. Strive.
Yes, excellent, tasty. And we need Mr. Teach to come on. We can make a report because really, I don't think we even have to wait for them to report back. We have letters of approval.
Yeah.
As soon as he actually, Mr. Teach, wakes up.
And who says that treasure maps can't be profitable?
There you go. What was that treasure map you guys were doing?
We ran to the Navy looking for treasure maps, and we directed them here.
Oh, I see.
Yes. This is a side quest. Normally I dislike them, but in this case it worked out quite well.
Does Miss Sky have a part-time job as a squeaky toy?
Well, I was going to say, does anyone actually know Sky's age? Is she legal?
This is colonial European ages, so she's probably way too old to be
You can drink at age 4.
Yeah. That might explain a lot if she was French, then she was nursed as a baby.
Yeah.
On it.
Oh dear, Mr. Steele, are you alright?
Also, does she have any sort of a tolerance? Is this her first drink?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, here's your second drink.
Oh.
If it's going to start making woo, Mr. Strife, I'm done.
Quite so.
Come on, Mr.
Feeling
Nick.
suddenly very sober and also violent.
This is not even the hard stuff.
Oh dear.
Oh, now I'm hungry.
Yes, it gives you the munchies.
What was in that wine, Mr. Stripe?
A little bit of hemp.
Oh! The good stuff. I can't
Don't
believe
eat
it
all
took
the cheesecake.
the entire Navy crew to kill those damned, by the way.
Yeah.
Level 15 maps are not fucking around.
Yes, I'm quite of the mind to find that gentleman 10 silver.
Indeed.
Or attempting it when I expressly told him not to.
Should have shot him in the kneecap. Oh right, I'm starving.
That's gonna be
a bodyguard you when you're on a ship. Mr.
Yes.
Diggs.
Good doggy. Nice doggy.
Right, well I suppose I should start taking a census now that we're an official port and everything.
Yes. Also, Mr. Heinrich, we need to put up some more defenses.
Yes, we should put up the gate cannons now.
Well, not only that, they said that they've had land raids by pirates reported too, quite often. So, said while the seawall may do well, you may want to think about some other defensive positions around. Given we had the fortress, of course.
And they did mention adding medium cannons to the walls.
Yes, medium cannons to the walls even.
Yeah, apparently pirates have been putting their ships up right against the wall, preventing the harbor cannons from hitting them.
Well, that won't be a problem. Positions in the tower, because I can shoot between the gate even. I practice. I can clean the entire wall up and down.
Excellent.
Yeah. They'll be quite surprised if they try to anchor right by the wall. First off, I don't think they can anchor there. Secondly, they'll have a bunch of holes in this ship.
Quite so, quite so.
Oh, I would ask why I have everyone here. If you haven't done it already, if you have a personal home that's locked, please label your bed accordingly, your name, and then private. So that way people know, don't click on that bed.
Oh, that reminds me.
Do that.
One of those it's made.
Also,
don't break my damn windows if you do.
Yeah, I know. We've already had to go over that. Also, we need a few public areas where there are beds, so that way people can spawn somewhere near where they may have passed out. I was thinking like in the stables, stuff like that that might kind of be of eyesight, or the workshop, things of that nature, things around the area so they don't have to spawn in somebody's home. So if a bed's a home user around the area, we need to have a secondary bed marked public that they can spawn on.
Perhaps a hotel.
Exactly. Hotel, lots of different places. I'm just saying we should do that so that way people aren't just clicking and hoping they're somewhere. They'll know where they can. Very
agreed.
It'll save a lot of headaches from people screaming behind somebody's wall, and we have to break a wall and repatch the wall. And,
Is the bed in the ice house here labeled already? Because we have one in there.
I believe I put one in there called Ice House Public. Yeah.
Right.
Hello.
Oh, good. Someone left the ice boxes on, or was that just my? Nope,
Again?
it's on.
A while ago, because I was hot.
Right, well, I'm going to go get a book and some wall notices and begin the census process.
Excellent. We should choose a tavern night and food night to do like a 1 or 2 hour little pub crawl here between the two restaurants or something.
Yeah.
I bet I have better food.
Well, that way we can find out when you, Mr. Steele, and both you and Mr. Strife are on, and we can make it a pub crawl night, and we can walk it throughout the other ports, so that way people might know that's what's going on.
That sounds quite
And once we
fun.
get the casino up, what we'll do is we'll do a casino night, and we'll shut down the town, and everyone will move to the casino, and that's where you'll sell your wares there, your food, his drink, and then we'll do varying games there. But then everyone could be there on hand to help manage the casino and generate some more revenue for the town, as well as your profession.
I like that idea.
Yeah. And we can sell it out. I don't know I think what we should do with Miss Zkhai, I believe I'm going to start employing her as a painter of sorts sometimes, so she can make some extra money when she's not doing her taming. Would you be interested in doing some painting for different things I need?
Yep.
Excellent. So I could have you do anything from ships to I might even have you do part of my home if you're interested, with some nice wood stain on some of the wood trim I have everywhere. Excellent. I will pay you some coin for it as well, of course. I think initially, though, we might have to have you go around and make sure all the signs are updated like what we did the dock sign, and they're like nice and painted because it makes the letters pop better.
Yep.
So, you see, I did the ones at the market already. Look how much more readable it is.
It is.
Yeah. excited. It's gonna be good.
Oil?
Oh, I guess right. Hello. Ooh, horsey.
So is everything in order now, Mr. Nix?
I believe so. We just have to go to the Navy port.
Exciting.
Yeah.
Just have to say, I do like the color of your horse.
Yes, the horse is very nice.
Can we help you, madam?
Oh, that's a lot. Ooh.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, that's a lot. Ooh, that's a lot of resources. Iron.
Anna, is that you?
Hello there.
Hello.
Hey.
All sorts
How
of
we
stuff
doing?
popping up now.
Beat me to it.
I
She's
thought
dying
that
off.
was I didn't recognize her at first.
Yes. We thought maybe perhaps she was mute. We couldn't hear her.
Oh, she
There we
spoke
go.
to you, I believe.
Did she? Maybe we didn't hear it. I don't know. Did you hear Heinrich?
I heard a few words,
Oh.
but then it cut off.
No, I just
I believe she's
approached
about
her.
to
I
pass out.
startled her.
Oh, that is a nice color. Oh, I can see it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's a newly acquired horse.
Yeah. I like the white mane with the dark body. It's nice.
Yeah, we just bought it actually from G5. G5. Just it's a breedable male as well.
There's
so
so
it's a
many.
stud.
We need to go down to G5 when we have a spare bit of coin, Heinrich. I heard people were buying giraffes down there for $1.50.
Oh, not anymore.
Seriously?
Aw.
Unfortunately, not anymore. They've
More?
left,
Oh.
and I don't know where they've gone. They left last night.
They did?
Yeah, and I thought they were coming here. They did mention that they were coming to Ironhold, but like I say, I was just speaking to the owners of the island. They said, "Oh, they left without a word. We don't know where they've gone." They said they were going to leave. I don't know where they were going, but it's a shame. But yes, they had seventh or ninth generation giraffes, which we managed to get one. Yeah, so it's a 46 aged fresh baby.
Ooh.
Well, what to find another resource there.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully we'll find out where they've gone. They must be local somewhere. I spoke to the mayor of the island today, and he was hoping they would come back and drop him a note because they were allies. So they should find out where they go.
Well, what were their names? If I happen across them, I'll let you know.
Yes, Mr. Dragon's all over the place.
I don't even recall what their names were. I do recall they sometimes sailed in the black. That's what I do recall. But I don't know what the actual names were.
Yeah, we're gonna have
Did you
to
get
explain
a
to
note from Miss
There's somebody
Whitestone?
robbing my wife
I beg your pardon?
on the dock.
wife.
Yeah, I guess we're moving.
Oh no, it's
How did he know?
Woo.
When your allies come here, they can just bring their civilian ships. They don't gotta bring their military.
Right.
Yep.
Just like we have civilian ships, so.
And all right then. Back to Sense and Sing, I suppose.
Speaking of which, is that black sail galleon prowling the other side of your border an ally or a
What?
threat?
There's a what now?
I haven't even heard of this.
Hang on, is the Poseidon Black Sail? Those are the individuals that were doing treasure maps. All right, let's
Can
head
we
over
think it?
there.
I'm for violence.
A black sail galleon?
I didn't
yes,
check this.
not in this bridge.
I've never even seen a black sail galleon.
I've seen
They
it
were
3
here
times.
when the Navy. How did they not see that?
But because it's it's not their ship.
Oh yes. Zoom, zoom, zoom.
Camouflage.
Did I leave beans in the warehouse? Or where did I leave them?
Also, did we just
Mind you, I'm not talking about a ship on this island.
It's not on this island!
Then why did you say
Left
that?
the ship
Look,
elsewhere.
that's why I was going to say, boys, that people started to jump around.
Damn you.
I'm the one who said
False
this island.
alarm.
Yoshima just threw a lit match onto
Uh,
Everybody jumped to that conclusion. I was kind of confused because I was about to say, right, the one prowling your border, not your island.
I don't know about one prowling our border.
Yes, I saw it floating in the sea, and it is talking to another ship. I've seen it like 3 times now on the border of A3 and G3. I was just wondering.
No, never seen it ever. Never even heard of it until you just
Quite
told me.
unusual to see an armed, black-sailed galleon.
Yeah. Quite.
Well, if you
And we
guys
can
know
sink-
about it.
Yes.
Where's our armed galleon? Red sail.
The other weird thing is I also encountered it on land, and it was docked at that island with the silver suns on it in a cove. Oh, very strange.
Sounds like you need to file more reports to the Navy.
I was going to say,
Oh my, that island lost its government.
Really?
The Tanzan, right next to it, that was occupied previously.
What the
Was it
hell?
not?
Yes, by a very active Red Sail company. That's very peculiar. But that's prime real estate too. Why would? I'm sure why would give that
Yeah,
up.
we're not moving, but yes. I was just like, wow. Seems like perhaps more and more are getting purged.
No, I don't think that can't be because I was just there the other day and was crawling with people.
Well, I don't see a name there, do you?
No. Maybe they moved or they got annihilated or something.
Maybe. The Navy did say something about pirates are starting to raid the lands more.
Yeah, there's been a lot of kidnapping attempts for ransom.
Oh my. Well, it sounds like I'm going to have to put the poker guns up inside the shop.
They're fond of trying to capture people and hold them at ransom for money because it's more money than, you know, people usually carry on their ships.
Yeah. Interesting. As soon as Mr. Teach comes around, I think I'd be ready to go for a ride.
Mm-hmm. Finally get out the way.
Yeah. Yes. Just need to.
He's asleep or he's out, let's see.
He was asleep.
But last time I saw him, he was going to the fortress, and that was a few hours ago. So,
all right, what's the...
Island seems to have lost its governorship.
I didn't see.
Our island?
No. Mr. Nix here can fill you in. He was just looking at it when I told him where I found the Black Steel Galleon. There's been a lot of weird activity.
Tanzan.
And I know that was a major
A3 Tanzan.
A310.
And I don't think the Sky Warden wiped them because I was there the other day and it was very, very active.
Dude, that was one of the ones when we were overlooking in that direction that was occupied previously.
Maybe they lost company members and fell below the points.
Well, I was also informed that apparently Calypso is how do we put this? Patching the weave of the world, and it may be changing the shape of some islands, and any companies on those islands will be wiped, even though the crown is not happy with those changes.
Aw.
If that made sense. I was a bit worried that our island would be one of them.
Mr. Nix, do you need medical attention?
Probably need medical, food, everything else. I'm losing all stamina very quickly. I don't know what's happening.
Headache?
It might be a hangover from that alcohol from the celebrated. Because I got a bit of one myself.
And I also need some blue and orange vitamins, and so it's here. My leg is broken, and the monkey seems to be all to keep me alive at this point. And it probably won't last long. So I'm going to step away for a moment. I'll be back.
Convenient.
So, how about the Navy?
I was gonna say very excited for some fireworks.
Interesting that their escort was actually a privateer red sail ship.
Whoa. What was that?
Uh.
Yes, it was interesting. Sorry, Sky.
I think if I put two and two together, that might have been because they've been taking so many ship casualties of late that they didn't have the numbers for another Navy escort, so instead they hired Red Seal escort.
That would be quite embarrassing and a bit worrisome, considering we just painted a giant target on our backs.
Mm-hmm. Ominous.
So now that all that is done, is the town good and everything, or is there still any outstanding needs?
I mean, I still need to build the casino and the apartments and the hotel. So there are still things to build, but it's definitely not as urgent anymore, which is quite nice. I think we can take a bit more of a relaxed approach to it.
Mm-hmm. How are you on coin?
Quite poor.
Mm-hmm.
dirt poor, as it were.
Do you need any, for books, or has everybody got their books?
Right now we are trying to rush Rusty to being able to breed. I was going to speak with Mr. Nix. The Loves have expressed some interest in perhaps settling here, but they would like to be part of the Ironhold company if they were to do so, as an incentive to uproot themselves from Port Innocence. So, I don't know. I was going to ask his feelings on the matter. In which case we would have an additional breeder Currently, the issue is that Rusty is not able to breed Shire horses.
What does he need? A book?
Yes, he's trying to save for the book.
How much is it?
I believe it's 5 gold. It's quite expensive.
Hmm. I might take a trip up to C1 and do some farming of flops and then.
Well, I certainly don't want to request it of you, but obviously any help is always appreciated.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have any building needs, we'll take care of you in that department. You've gotten your smelling salts, lanterns.
Okay.
What else did you need? Was something I built? I can't remember now.
Just so everybody knows, I went through Mr. Teach's house because we're neighbors, and I saw no sign of him.
Uh-oh. Oh, wait.
So he's probably on the road stocking one of his stalls and probably the Navy port.
He might also be asleep on one of his ships. I don't know what he was working on.
Wouldn't that be an irony? We're waiting on him to get up to Golden Navy Port and he's ready.
But he's also been gone for literally hours.
Yeah.
If that's the case. Because I haven't seen him in the last 5.5 hours here. And
Yeah,
usually he's
think
not
of all
out
the
to see
places.
that long.
He tells me stories of how often he goes to Port Innocence and all these other ports and stuff.
For
He's got stalls all
5.5
over the world.
hours? I guess
Yeah.
so. I mean, sure. But when I look at my charts, I see no recall of him anywhere.
Well, is this trade brigantine out there still?
Well, I think he's asleep somewhere.
Yeah. The last pigeon I received from him told me that he was planning to take some rest. He'd been out for 24 hours.
Yes, he hadn't slept in a day because he waited all night for me to do his brig for him. When I decided to take my leave and go to bed around 10 or 11 at night the other night, he stayed up the entirety of the night until the next afternoon.
Yep. And missed the whole
Decisions were made, not wise ones.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes he likes to seal himself in a wall or somewhere too. Just saying.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All I'm
No,
saying is that if he was asleep in his house, I would know about it because I would see an indication he's not there.
Right. I would see on the charts if he was somewhere out sailing too, and I don't.
Oh, we have something to discuss, Mr. Nix. James and Anna have expressed an interest in moving to our island, but they requested that in order for them to uproot themselves from Port Innocence, if they could join the company as an incentive for doing the uprooting. Personally, I don't really see the issue. Anna would be another breeder for us to help us with the shires. They're bringing an additional shire. And if it is an issue, we could remove 2 of our members that have been asleep for quite some time.
Is she capable of breeding a shire like right now? Like,
I can ask them. They're currently perusing the market. James
well, we need
also expressed
to
an
talk to
interest.
them.
What?
We should sit down and talk to them and figure out what they're capable of doing right now.
All right, let's do that.
Yes.
Because I don't want them waiting around for us on
Right.
port all day.
And if they can help, the other thing is they could also get some education, spread the love.
Spread the love.
I see it.
Ooh, I guess.
Down and spread it on thickly.
It was a very loose pun.
Kinky.
Well, I'm trying to become a town artist.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Look at that. Well, she did do a very good job. Town logo. I was very
But
happy with the choice.
I think she would probably have more fun considering she basically plays with rabbits all day and then she paints and fashion. I figured she might be very good. Artistic.
Yeah. Ah, there you are.
Yes, I found your.
Yes, this is Mr. Steele. I'm realizing.
Yes, lovely place.
All right. So I was speaking with Mr. Nix, and we thought it'd be better for all of us to simply have a discussion about you possibly signing on with us in the town hall. So he's checking the
Okay, yeah.
market real quick, and then I thought we could all gather over there and discuss the skill sets the two of you would bring to the table, and what we would expect of you while in the company. How does
Yeah.
that sound?
Oh, that sounds good. That's exactly what we need to do, really. Is instead of the back and forth, it
Yes,
makes sense to have a
telephone is a
chat.
terrible thing. All right, then let's make our way over to the town hall. There you are, Mr. Nix. We were just gonna head over these matters.
Thanks.
Oh, he thick.
Yeah, that's a big bear.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's funny that it has a bumblebee striping pattern.
Mm-hmm. Too much honey. Yoink.
This was a bit of a quick job. Look at
This
you
one's
getting
much
the
more
fancy chair.
much more comfortable. My salted bones do better in these type of chairs.
All right, so we're going to discuss the matter of James and Anna Love possibly joining our company. Um, I suppose we should talk about the needs we're looking, and I'll let you two open with sort of the skill sets that you have currently acquired and educated yourselves in, and what you can bring to our port.
Yes, absolutely. I guess I could do the talking mainly. I did hear you mention she's a breed. She's not yet, but can be.
Apologies.
That can be done very quickly. Don't worry about that. She's currently actually a tamer of bears and lions, but we were looking to switch over to breeding. We do, and giraffes apparently, but just needs to get the book for that. But I would assume a breeder probably makes more sense. Generally, taming is good at the start. Breeding gets better later on.
Right.
And as we've just been, as I said, we just spent 3.5 hours over on G5 talking to the breeders over there. So we're well acquainted with the Shire horse breeding that they were doing, which is why we were talking about it. And we actually had it lined up to have a female Shire horse off them within the next few days at a cheaper rate.
Here on the island on loan from some friends nearby.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes it a lot easier. As I say, we just got the mail. I think it's was it a 5th or 6th generation? I think it's 38.
I think if you look at we have, you'll be quite impressed. It's a very good pair. We just don't have someone to breed them right now. We were hoping to get Mr. Bottoms to do it. He has not been able to raise the coin as of yet, and with us investing so heavily into the town, we haven't had the financing to help support him in that endeavor in that way.
Well, that shouldn't be an issue. I mean, raising, I think it's 4 gold the book. I believe breeding is
4 gold per
maybe
animal.
something else, probably another gold for the book before it, maybe. But that's pretty. As I say, we're pretty self-sufficient. We've been a duo for the entire duration, and we've managed to. I'm a master builder myself and a shipwright, so I've got all the books for that. That was something I mentioned with Heinrich. Is I could change. I could do a mind wipe. I'm currently 214% intelligence, which is obviously I was sorting out cannons, etc. And I know I've spoke to you before, Mr. Nixon, about these blueprints, etc. It's something I can change if needs, because it makes no sense to have another master builder, another shipwright, etc.
When I did my last mind wipe, I boosted my intelligence. I'm now at 232.
Oh, lovely. And then with a Raven on top, I guess that must get close to 300.
Yeah. I almost steadily, I get somewhere between 8 and 9%. I'd like to get a nicer Raven. I think the highest Raven I currently have is like a 68 or 69.
Nice.
They had a 99 on G5.
I'm looking
99 Raven.
over 100 eventually, because I think that would secure 300 consistently and hopefully get me near where I really want to be at the 10% mark. I know there's a lot of RNG involved, but I hit anywhere. I'll still go down to sometimes, the 1% and whatnot. But the highest I've hit so far is 8.9% on some blueprints, which is very nice.
Yes, in terms of time zones, we are, how do I put this? Over the ocean based is probably the best way I can place
Oh,
it.
yeah.
From Heinrich's homeland.
Yeah.
I myself is obviously fly the Royal British flag from the United Kingdom. But my wife is from the Deutschland. So she flies those colors.
No wonder you wanted it in here, Mr. Heinrich. He wants more Germans all the time.
Don't don't think about it. Don't think about it. Mayor.
I love
this concerning thought.
I love Germans until he starts talking about eagles on flags and gets a little too excited.
He gets too excited as well.
Yeah.
Pretty flag.
But yes, we're very self-sufficient, as I say. We've managed to raise all the gold for everything we've needed so far, and we're pretty well versed in. As you see in our ship, we fight the Spanish quite regularly, and all the flotsam and etc. That's never been a problem. Us as a pair. I do know, obviously, there is a ship limit, which is obviously I don't know how that would work. Obviously, we have a brig, which we'd obviously use. We also have a schooner fitted out, whether we need that, because obviously, limits are limits. And if you've just had yourself a Navy visit for your privateer, which I know you've been waiting a while for, that immediately wipes out a couple of boats, etc. So, don't know how your limits.
Yes, we'll have to look at that. The other thing you need to always realize signing on to, we are considered a privateer company now. So you may become targeted, even though you won't be selling the red sails on your mercantile vessels. We may be targeted as a company of Ironhold by pirates more regularly. Because that's one of the things that the Navy and I were privately talking about on a regular basis, that there's been many land raids from pirates now on privateer ports. So something to be aware.
Yes, it's something I'm from the old land. It's something that we were very, very much used to.
Right.
So
I just like to be transparent, so that way nobody goes, "Oh crap, I didn't know."
Yeah, absolutely. It's something we've definitely been used to in the past. It's certainly nowhere near as bad here.
Yes, not nearly as sweaty as they say.
And let's face it, I've sailed the seas around, obviously the F4s and stuff, and I'm in G5 regularly, which is very much black territory. I think every single island almost sails the black there.
I believe so.
Not to mention the cove that exists around the corner from our current house.
Yes.
Apologies. We have kind of a situation where Steele is trapped because of a door lock issue inside the pub. He is behind the bar and unable to escape.
He fell for my trap.
All right, Mr.
Strife
Strife.
could take care of that.
Strife will take care.
Thank you. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you, Mr. Foster. All right. Well, yes, I am more than willing to do this. Though I don't want our current breeders and tamers to feel, like they're being pushed aside or anything. So I wish Mr. Randall was here as well, so we could talk to him. So that way, well, I'm sure he wouldn't take issue with it. Mrs. Sky, you don't have any issues or anything adding some additional tamers and breeders to the company, of course, do you?
Well, I'm more focusing on big kitties and small kitties, so yeah. I don't mind.
I just like to root out those issues.
The issue with breeding is it's a very expensive investment in terms of points. So you generally go down one tree and one tree only. So, I think certainly a company would, even with 3 breeders, you're covering all 3 trees, I believe it is.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right, I agree. I've seen companies have upwards of 8 breeders in one company, and they never touch each other's own breeding areas because you need that many if you want to do that kind of diversity of coverage.
Yeah, I don't know how much the animal limit comes to these days, mind you. So that's something to consider. So let's not get carried away.
Yes.
Yep.
I think a lot of it also is something we have to police is the active limit too, because I believe in storage, I don't know if it's limit out or limit stored or how they look at that necessarily.
There's also
Go ahead.
There's also I was gonna plan a menagerie here, but yeah, it's a more of a hindrance, really.
I was doing some reading of the laws of the crown, and if I remember right, it was something such as 20 active, and that includes any horses that are out for riding. It includes any mutes that we may have arming with the walls or the elevator even. It's a bit constricting.
It is.
It is. Want to have an army of mutes doing things they're not supposed to. So, just saying. Yeah, I don't have a problem. I think we have some needs too as far as occupations. I do not think we have a siege master.
No, we do not.
I keep asking. Everybody says, "Well, I think that one guy does the one thing was the thing." I'm like, no, we don't have a siege master at all.
How many captaineers do we have?
I don't know.
We're going to sail 2 ships at the same time.
Well, I know Mr. Teach and myself, I know a max captain. For sure.
Oh.
I don't know who else has it as well.
Well, I know the base.
Yes, I was going to say I have the basics.
I have the first bit of captaineer in, but
yeah.
Other than that.
Are you as a born leader as well? That's as far as I went. I still have 33 brain cells to invest, but...
I was going to say, you don't have any of the fun stuff of the ship don't sink.
Nope.
Those are handy.
No, I just have, like I said, I have the basic and just ship control.
Yeah. Excellent. Well, I mean, So I don't know, is there another area that you would want to go into that would, like you said, you would be willing to maybe switch skills that, what the town needs or something of that nature?
I mean, I've no real sort of way to go anywhere. I mean, a siege master, I can go siege master if we need to. I've no clue what it would entail, but I could certainly learn it. I'm pretty sure it's mortars and such.
Mortars and such. Mr. Diego is siege master. He over for Port Innocence. He made hand grenades, oil pots.
I see. Yes, which would be more than useful for privateering. Yeah.
Right. And the harbor cannons that are currently completely unloaded on the wall. Yes, it also puts bullets in those.
Oh, I see. Yes. I mean, it certainly looks doable. I know my wife is very much interested in the domestic, the horse breeding, basically, which I believe is domestic breeding 3. But she's very much interested in the Shire horse breeding.
Well,
I
that
don't
would be
know if,
fantastic
Yes,
because
we'd be
just
very interested in that as well.
Well, because the shires we have for breeding are on loan from our loose friends over at other island near us here, the Powder Monkey. They've given it to us, but they expect to get some horses back now and then. So we currently don't have a shire breeder, so that would be the utmost importance to get that one done first, because breeding could begin immediately on the
Well,
shire.
I know that I am rather curious about is the domestic breeding. If they can breed chickens, because the domesticated chickens I can turn into the certain types of, like I could be able to make a fried chicken and chicken nuggets and such.
And previously, what domestic animals weren't worth it because you could get the meat boxes. But from what I hear from London, they're now raising the prices of the meat boxes, and also they're decreasing the amount of portions you get in them in order to make domesticated breeding more viable. Because that's why you haven't seen a lot of domesticated breeding. Because before you got almost 50 portions of meat from certain boxes, and they were cheaper than buying the damn cow. So it was kind of pointless to buy a cow and butcher it when you only got anywhere from 8 to 12 shares of meat off a whole cow. So it's pointless. But now apparently they're rebalancing that from their maritime law and all that stuff. I think it's going to become more and more necessary because all the cooks that were getting these high-end meals before by just buying the box are now going to find that they need domesticated animals. So I believe there's going to be money in it.
That's good to hear.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the whole role of domesticated breeding was pointless up to now. We get a box. Yeah, who cares?
Yeah, it was Shire horses or nothing. There was no other reason. But yeah, I can see the domestic chickens and stuff. It's all down the same tree, so there's no problems for that, I would have thought.
Absolutely that. I'd say if you're willing to prioritize those Shire horses and we can get that going right away, I'd absolutely support you joining 100%. Not only that, you good people. We like good people.
Yes.
Mr. Nick,
Yes, Mr. Foster.
Rusty's not here to talk about, but I know for a fact he had 2 gold towards it yesterday. That's what he was planning on doing himself.
Yeah,
I think we can have more than one.
Two people doing it would work out rather well.
And the reason is, Mr. Foster, is because one thing people don't realize, especially when it comes to Shire horses or breeding in general, I watched Bobo, and Bobo had to get up all different hours of the night, all different times. You are a slave to the pregnancy of these Shires and all the animals. You are not teammate to work with would be much more necessary than not, because otherwise it can be very exhausting.
Yeah.
He thought it was fun for a couple weeks, and then I believe he started to burn the candle at both ends at that point.
Yeah, just like in my homeland where you have to stay all night just to wait for that pregnancy to come, and some cuddles as well. Oh man, kind of PTSD.
And then you get the timer, and you've got to feed it instantly. 30 minutes, and he prints it.
I think if anything, Mr. Foster, I know for a fact Mr. Bottoms is looking forward to this, but we had no one to get information from or help guide, and I think by having this pack join us, I think not only that, it'd give Rusty some great information and guidance and learn together on the whole topic, and he'd probably appreciate it as long as he wasn't excluded from helping out. I don't think it'd be an issue at all.
He's already made the experience of attempting to breed chickens, and they quite quickly died on him.
Yes, he murdered all the chicken babies, unfortunately.
Well, chicken tendies.
Yeah. Well, they don't make very good tendies at that age when they just come out of the egg. So
sort of 1 chicken equals 1 tendy, if you're lucky.
Very crunchy tendy, not boneless.
Oh.
So do we add members by vote now, or are we just...
No, it's more of an open discussion. It's still a top-down type thing within the leadership, but we like to be open with everyone and just kind of let people know and those sort of things, right?
May I ask a question? I'm good with questions.
Yes, ask more questions, Mr. False.
What is the reason why you plan on leaving Port Innocence? What's wrong with your relationship there?
We want to leave because we are not really a lot of
Oh, my
people
ear.
since we're
Sorry.
on the island, and we have basically nothing to do with them. They don't even know we're living there.
I see.
Oh, I see. So you haven't been a part of their community. You've just been on the outskirts as a kind of like a vagrant.
They
Yeah, we
were in
live
a
near
similar
the
position to
Fell
us, I
Cove.
believe.
I mean,
Oh.
we've been to town a bunch, and I ironically, Mr. Nix was probably the person I spoke to the most, and maybe Pete a few times and stuff like that. But other than that, like I say, we have the Pirate Cove right next door to us, and yeah, we were building away, and then we noticed obviously the town's gone quiet, and there's not really anyone there, and all the people we spoke to and knew moved here.
And also,
I
I
haven't-
noticed I was in port yesterday. They tore down my old shop. I was surprised. I thought that Mr. Vincent and Jack were going to move in there.
Second question. I was at Port Innocence, and you guys have all been. You used to actually reside there before I was even born, Mr. Nix.
Yeah.
So, but it's a ghost town. There's nobody there. I don't understand. I kind of feel sad. Should we? Is there more people that need rescue from there? Because
Well, I mean, we offer as long as people, you know, how should we put it, Heinrich? As long as people reject the black, as it were, and willing to live legally and above the law and follow the law and the bylaws we create here for our island, I don't have any problem with them coming here. Doesn't mean we'll have room in the. Right.
I guarantee you, there's people who reject the black that are over there. I guarantee you, they just want to be free.
Also know some of those people also respect the free folk and they kind of want to stay there. People that are actual members of the company. But I would love to have people like, you know, Skinny Pete, all those people that are actually members appointed in a sense over here with us. But I also don't want to be that guy, so to speak, either, right? I don't want to, hey, let's take the remaining townspeople and bring them here. And I don't want to do that. Doesn't seem very neighborly.
Tell you, I had a long chat with Mr. Whitaker last night, who I know you know.
Oh, yeah.
About that, and obviously he's a very competent cannoneer. Obviously, you know, you've got Cannon Master yourself, but he was certainly thinking about it. Let's put it that way. As he's mentioned, the town's gone quiet. But yeah, I got a good long conversation with him about it.
Oh, we'd love to have more people, obviously. Perhaps in the interim, you know, some of the people we have go back and forth there could mention it privately to different people there, but I don't want to be seen as it coming from me, if you don't understand, Mr. Foster. I think it would be looked down upon in that regard. And I've invited every single one of them, including those that sail the black, to come and visit. I just shouldn't drive a black sailed ship in the port, mind you, but yes. What they don't know and I don't know doesn't matter, right?
I just know what boredom's like, sir. I get bored very easily, and I'm sure
understand.
there's people over there that wish that they could be somewhere where there's a more action like here.
Right. Right, especially when the remainder of the town are always out at sea, right? They're more out sailing, doing that thing, and all that stuff. I mean, for God's sake, me and Heinrich almost had the powder monkeys to convert to go to privateering ourselves. So there's a lot of options out there to do some different things and just be a pirate, sail around, and say yar, and just try to get people's money.
I do kind of wish that we would have been able to get, excuse me, Lord Cletus to come with us.
Oh, I do as well, but he was in a very precarious position, you have to understand, having so many different friends and so many different walks of life. It's rather difficult to convince him to come here, which he was actually, but I felt like he also felt he'd be betraying what he created in a certain thing. He regretted what happened with the galleon, the next day after he'd done it. And I can't see him wanting to leave that entire area to give all that up, in my opinion. Although, I will point out, when he does come back around the port, because he's currently been away quite a while, for the last several days at least. But I have information that he's planning on coming back to the port over there. I'm going to be very interested what he says when he sees they've modified great portions of the city.
Mm-hmm.
That might be a more interesting conversation. I'll tell you who I'd like to go get a message to and offer to come over this port too. Miss Candy.
Well, that may already be in the works.
Yeah.
I spoke to Mr. Woody, and he expressed interest in being here. I don't know the relationship between him and Candy, obviously, at the moment. Seems to be a bit strained.
A little soured, I believe, but yes, I don't know for sure because I don't have any insight there. But I also know there's a lot of other things going on, Miss Candy. She'll probably be away for at least several days.
Yeah.
But no, there's so many good-hearted people over there. I'd love to have them on our island as well. We just want to make sure we do it in a proper form so it doesn't muddy up things, so to speak, right?
We're not looking to start a fight between the cities. If anything, we wanted an embassy over there still, but...
Right. Definitely. Reach our hand out, warm, embrace, all that. Although it seems that every time I go there, it's a little bit colder sometimes.
I know I was there a couple of days ago, and where we used to have all the company built and everything there, they turned into docks for the black sail ships.
Yeah. So that courthouse, barely out the window.
Yes, no, it's a court of black sails.
Yes.
Yes, they're regularly. They've given up on the cove now, and they're just using the port.
Right. But I mean, the difference is when we got our governorship here permission, we are not allowed, is looked down upon to have black sailed ships on our port. When the governor at that time, now Lord Cletus, originally developed Port Innocent, it was made known to London that would be a free port of multiple different denomination ships, both black sailed, red sailed, and the Navy itself. And that's the way it would be developed. And so he had permission from London to do such a thing. I do not sway that type of leverage in order to have that, unfortunately.
I want to take a quick second to remind everyone to stand up and stretch your legs.
Yes.
Just in case.
Good point.
A quick jog around the room. Let's do 2 laps each. Come on.
This is a healthy community.
Well, actually, give me a chance to grab some food.
Yes, look at us. Look at us getting our cardio in. Fantastic. We'll be combat ready in no time.
Speaking of which, we need to practice some combat maneuvers I have some plans for, Mr. Heinrich. We'll require 2 boats and captains. We're going to practice boarding operations, grappling operations, ship to ship, those sort of things, because I feel like the better we get at that, the better we're going to be in the fights.
Yes, I think that's a wonderful idea.
All right. As for the matter, not to drag it on, I'd say, I mean, have you looked at the company roster? And yeah, I know you said we have obviously room. What about our ships? What are we looking at with that? Or do we have the room to take on 1 or 2 vessels?
We would certainly have room for 1. I'm a bit concerned about 2, especially because we have the ghost raft still placating us. We sent an expedition.
Well, we might have
to
make an expedition to do that as well.
We tried. It is unable. We are unable to scuttle it.
Oh.
It seems to have melded into the mountainside under a rock slide and is unreachable. So at this point,
we attempt the mortar solution? Did that didn't reach it either?
There were no mortars on the ship, so we had to sail over to the island.
Yes.
So I mean,
the CCC tactic. Did anybody else try that? Like I.
No, that's why I'm saying we might have to send a letter into London regarding the ship. Additionally, I would argue if the Loves have 2 salted ships that are of import, we could potentially discuss the matter with Mr. Dundee due to that ship being quite limited in its.
Right.
Yes. We can do without the schooner. It's not the end of the world. The brigs are 50. The schooner is in the 30s, I think, and it's not even painted half.
It would also be a good point to mention that we have a policy of not personal ships. Of course, you can have your preferences. However, the ships do need to be accessible to the company.
Absolutely. We're all in it together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just like both the red sail ships would be available for port defense and whatnot and all those things. Should we actually get attacked by pirates, or if we're out on patrol or whatever, and that can be captained by any capable captain who needs to facilitate that. Although Zkhai is prohibited from grabbing the wheel until she receives some more training.
We'll get a sloop set up for her soon.
Yeah, I think she.
I'm the one that flies rafts, and he mentions you.
Yeah.
Well, I have an experience with Miss Zkhai, so yeah.
I'd rather be with Nessie more than a ship, not gonna lie.
All right. Well, if that's all settled, I'd say yes. Go ahead and process them in when they're ready. And keep in mind, you'll want to make sure if they're bringing assets that they do a merger.
Yeah.
Join, so that way their assets come with them.
Which one of you is currently marked as the owner of your company?
I believe Anna is, because I mind wiped. Let me just put myself as it.
Well, they're handling that. I want everyone to think hard about what night would be a good either a tavern and food festival night, or what night would be good for certain activities, so we can start marketing those. And it'd have to be spending at least an hour or two doing that. We don't have to. Obviously, if we do the pub crawl, we could talk about this type of business at the restaurant in the pub, right? So we'd spend that time discussing different items, different matters, and whatnot. But at least we'd be there, so that way it'd be celebratory, and other people would see activity, and they'd come and hopefully shop and drink and spend some coin.
Oh, one of the notice boards will be open to post wall notes with suggestions as well, in case you don't catch one of us awake, so that you can. Are you all set, James?
Yes, I'm the owner. So would it make more sense for me to go and scuttle the two ships first? Because there is a sloop as well. I don't want anything to be, hit a limit and get rid.
Oh yes, something could just get randomly dice rolled.
Yeah, we don't want that.
Yeah, I don't know what the time frame is, so you may want to go back and scuttle the two ships, and then
I could sort that out, and then we could do it tomorrow. That would probably make more sense if we get prepared.
I don't think there's a rush.
We've got a ton of stuff to bring over anyway, so
right. Well, also maybe you could actually reach out a hand and suggest to other people over there, because you wouldn't be wearing all banner at that time.
Absolutely.
Just at a certain party. Hey, we're going over there. If you're interested, they might have a few more openings.
As I say, I know Mr. Whitaker was certainly swaying yesterday when I discussed with him, and I know he's a very competent sailor. Doesn't fight himself, but he was telling me all about the Mythos farming and such like that yesterday, farming in Mythos waters and being far more better money.
Well, we're also on top of that. We can get contracts to go farm rare items for the Navy as well for gold.
Oh, I forget about that. Privateers.
Yes, because privateers are licensed. Otherwise, you would be considered having contraband if you did that outside of the company. So that's why we would be contracted to do it, and then we could actually bring that to the Navy, and then they could resell it.
Does that not need a contraband license as well?
We'd have to ask, and that's something we can inquire about when we're at the port. I believe you get a contract to farm specific items each time. You don't have like an open license, just go get all these things.
Yeah,
But that was what it was.
Specific, I remember from reading.
Yeah.
Sounds
I
like
had
I'm
a
going to
quick-
be very busy tomorrow.
Yeah.
How does Mr. Morgan feel about the developments in the port? Because we do need a magistrate.
From last, I haven't got to talk to him on a regular basis. He was a fantastic, amazing militiaman and port security. I would love him over here, and he could actually work underneath Mr. Teach directly and actually be the port security here.
Yeah, I have an office for him right now.
Right.
I need a magistrate.
Yes. We need uniforms too.
Yes, I need some fleece.
I have none. Well, no fleece at all because I believe I wasted them upon these hats I made.
About uniforms, I mean, why isn't metal meant for the militia? Why is everybody wearing cloth?
You can. You will. It's a cosmetic over it, though. You could actually wear any type of gear you'd like and do the cosmetic over it, but the uniforms will make it look uniform, as it will.
Oh. Okay, you teach me how to do that later. Okay.
Yeah,
Right,
we can do that. That's not a problem.
Pretty easy. I can show you. It's available.
You can even remove them if once you've attached them. I was quite surprised. It's not even a permanent thing.
There you go.
A lot of tailoring to be done.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right. I think we have everything settled unless anyone has any other business they want to discuss. Please put on the suggestion box times and stuff that you think we could do some events like that. I believe me and Heinrich's focus will be the casino and getting the apartment / hotel or whatever that's up back there for now. Although I don't think that's a super high priority. To be honest, I don't see anybody staying there until we have the casino.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I only hoped to get it done before the inspection so it looked nicer, but that has come and gone. So now
Right.
the casino is the priority.
Casino would be the draw, especially since I heard the other casino has now gone out of business from the Navy, is what they told me.
Yes.
So we would be the casino.
How about Sin Sunday?
That sounds terrible, Mr. Foster.
Okay.
Privateer port. Come sin. Spit on the crown.
Oh, God.
Oh, what do you mean we're losing our mark of privateering? I don't understand. What happened?
Anyway. No, we'll do it probably won't have that nice name. It'd probably just be a Casino Tuesdays or something like that, or Saturdays.
Casual
Someday
Saturdays.
when we might be able to get those casino days going. We'll just shut down the town. We'll bring all the wares there, and everyone can do stuff. Be great. Picture it now. Mr. Strife selling alcohol. Mr. Huckabee selling beautiful amounts of food. Me and Heinrich running some shooting games outside. It'd be fantastic. And Zkhai could be doing portraiture right on the balcony.
Yeah, sell those Banequin paintings.
Oh,
Do an entire series.
Imagine if we got Mr. Pete here. That would be fantastic.
Yeah. Maybe I could finally get my Merry Gull sales then.
We'd have some, yeah.
I think pulling the governor away may be a tricky task.
Yes, I think so as well.
I'd like somebody to take me through Port Innocence and just show me the sights.
I mean, you can go and go over at any time. I mean, I know Mr. Pete loves to give a tour.
If you want to see Mr. Pete,
Oh,
though,
he has
you
a tour.
need to be over there in the morning.
Ah.
So, if you're not there in the morning, then you won't see Mr. Pete.
No.
Because he is not an evening person. This hour, he is long since headed to slumber.
Yeah.
He's an old world time.
Yes.
Old man time, too.
Yes.
I'd just like to say thanks for having us, by the way, and I look forward to getting to know you all. As like I said, I know some of you, but some of you are new faces to me, and obviously I'm a new face to you guys. So I look forward to getting to know you all.
Yes, it'd be great. We'll have to figure out where you want to place your home. I assume you've seen the breeding area we've developed.
Yeah, Heinrich gave me. I had the briefest tour. the other day when I obviously had to dock here because of the big red shimmer. Yes, and I had a brief tour in the morning, but I was very limited on time.
Yeah. So, a number of times I've heard, "Who the hell's boat is that?" Like that evening. Like, who the hell's boat is that? It's all good. I told them
big
to
and
dock it.
purple. It stands out.
Yeah.
But some of us were concerned because that happened to be the same evening migraines reared their
Oh,
ugly
dear.
head in our port.
Yeah. So they were like, "Oh, the big purple ship's causing all the migraines." I'm like, or the whole world is just effed right now because you see the red wall around F4. There's nobody there really. It still has a red wall. So I think there's this problem. Come to find out, you know what probably the issue was, though, Mr. Heinrich.
What?
London said unnamed ships.
Oh, right. Yes, I heard that.
So really,
And
when
you were
Mr.
building
Teach was
one.
right, when Mr. Teach was throwing a fit about their ship, possibly got the headache, it was actually his that was in the dock.
Unbelievable. We'll simply levy a fine against the governor.
Right. More fines. I love it.
More fines. I love fine. You know, you notice that Miss Whitestone isn't here. We sicked her on the census taking, and she's off.
She's off getting all the censusing done. Sounds very sensible.
Yes, it does.
Even though everyone's here.
No, I mean, residents of the island. My God. Speaking of, James, have you seen the anomalies in Port Innocent? I haven't seen them.
I spoke with Bart today.
But Barty, I see all the time. He does all
Bart says
sorts
he
of
has
work for me.
his crew in 2 days, he said.
Yes, it's very weird because they're not even sleeping in their home, from what I can tell.
Their
I
ship
haven't
is docked in the Port Innocence that I know of, or there is a ship of theirs.
Does this ship have black sails?
Oh boy.
You see, I think it did. I wouldn't, but I'm not 100%. I couldn't. I could go back and check.
Well, we'd like that information.
Yeah,
because if you do see it like
conversation.
Yes, because no black sails here.
I would have to double check on the name of the ship.
Right. Well, I can tell you it's called All in Bloom. I made it. So.
Okay, that's easy to
But
spot.
like
then.
most,
I will
like
check when we
most
go
the
back.
ships in this quadrant, I made it. They've since made a lot of modifications to it. But the original hull and planking was done by me.
Well, I know this doesn't really have any bearing on what we're talking about, but I look rather medicine-standard here.
Yes, you do. Although the chef's hat is taking a little bit away from it.
You know what he looks like?
What?
He looks like Skinny Pete's big brother.
Oh, you know what? You're right. If Skinny Pete were to move here, we're signing Mr. Steve
Oh wow,
to be
there was
his
a whole
personal
ass
bodyguard.
meeting.
You missed it.
Oh, look, there she is.
Miss Whitestone, they're all here for the census. Where have you been?
Yes.
Motherfucker, I'm going to deck you in the middle. As it so happens, I just finished the census.
Oh, okay. Excellent job.
Oh, perfect. So, what is Mr. James Love's profession then?
I believe you mentioned siegecraft. I will have to
Don't
have a
you
look at
help
it.
her, James. Don't you help her. She said she finished the census.
No, please do help me.
Well, technically speaking, they're not officially part of the island just yet. So
Oh, that's true, I suppose. Fine, fine.
Yeah, Heinrich likes to just mess with Miss Whitestone, apparently.
Yes, I know.
In my ass.
Did you hear that she introduced herself to the Navy as Miss Whitstone?
Oh,
fantastic!
She's witty.
It turns out.
Whitstone.
Yeah.
Mr. Jägermeister
He's only
has been
mean
saying
to those he
Wheatstone so many times that it cost in my brain.
It's okay. I forget who I am around Heinrich too. He has that effect on people.
I'm pretty magnificent. Isn't that right,
Oh,
Sky?
Fauna, he-
What?
Yes, nothing makes me adore him more than when he's hitting me with his
I was
beats.
kind of drawn to him when I first met him, so.
Yeah. I've known Mr. Steele a very long time at this point. We lived in
Quite
thatch
worth it.
huts next to each other.
We even built our first ship together.
Yes, we did.
Oh
We're very
my.
dull.
Oh my.
We're like an old
Been a
married
while.
couple.
Even shared underwear on occasion.
We bicker nearly as much as Mr. Nix and I do.
Well,
That seems
tend to,
unlikely.
I mean, it is a
solve
bit
the
of a
issues.
stretch.
I tend to feel the arguments with food, so I help.
The difference is me and Mr. Heinrich are very just honest with each other, and everyone takes it like we're angry at each other. We just appreciate each other's honesty. If we don't like something, we just tell the other one, yes, it looks like shit. We move on. Just very honest.
Speaking of, I need to speak to you about your hat later. Unrelated.
Yes. Unrelated. Yes, not
Oh.
your pen.
Oh my.
All right. Good meeting. Good show.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, excellent.
some
Anyone else
cardio.
have any other business they'd like to bring up before we adjourn this meeting?
What the fuck? I just got here.
But the meeting has been going for nearly 40 minutes. I don't know what you want us to tell you.
Nobody told me there was a meeting.
And you ran off.
We went through the whole town
Ostensibly
looking
census
for
tape.
people. Where were you?
Yes,
Told
Mr.
me
Foster.
to take the census.
Well, if you want to, Miss Whitestone, you could always blame Mr. Foster. It was his job to retrieve every active member of the town right now and
I
bring them
blame
before
Mr.
us.
Foster.
There we go. Mr. Foster, you've
Nobody
been
gave me
blamed.
that charge. I was
All
just
those,
trying to
all
be
those in
helpful.
favor of blaming Mr. Foster?
I...
Okay.
Rung
Just
the
so that
bell,
you
and
guys
I would have
understand,
come running.
no good deed goes unpunished here, okay? So
Hope you took
just
good
don't take it
notes.
Oh no, they're
personal.
keenly aware.
This is just how they
You
play.
nearly murdered Mr. James's wife over there, so they're aware.
There's going to be a test afterwards, by the way.
Oh right.
Oh, that reminds me. There is one thing, since everyone is here, is in the workshop I put a chest and a barrel. For the barrel has preserving salts, and the chest has food barrels, so you can put on the ships and stuff to use to keep the food from spoiling.
Oh.
Fantastic. Now we just need lots of food.
Time to raid the kitchen.
Maybe I'll have
Me
a
first.
cake later. So, how many grills are currently running, Mr. Steele?
Well, I don't have any running right now. I knew
Well, he's about
because of the meeting. I didn't want anything to burn, so.
Oh, good point.
But I did stock up on quite a bit of food. There's even a couple new items that I've added in there. So,
Oh, bless you, Miss
Excellent.
Green Thumb.
like, well, you said the Navy was coming and they need to make up the food, and I figured I'd make some of the English delicacies. So there's a couple the crumpets and some Yorkshire pudding and such.
Ah. Should take some of that with us when we go to the Navy port. Maybe that'll expedite seeing the secretary in order to move on with the paperwork.
We'd like to receive our governorship, and oh look, 2 crumpets have just fallen on
You
the
know,
table. What a coincidence!
I don't believe Mr. Cletus went to the Navy port to receive his governorship the first time we went to get his
No, I
governorship.
don't think we did.
But I don't-
They're not extending us the same courtesies.
Well, they did mention that it was a side thing for the governorship. They had didn't know. They just thought it was just for the mark.
Right. But they gave the paperwork to Mr. Heinrich to approve the governorship because they did the inspection for it.
Mr. Teach still should have been awake for that.
Yes, he should have.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we'll vote for a new governor. Propose Heinrich Jägermeister.
I would also have a problem because I believe that the Navy would charge you an additional 25 gold and need a reinspection.
Please, God, no.
That's the only reason I will
save.
Uh,
I vote no on the new governor.
Wow.
Right, I'm going to go back to the
We
ice
just
house before I
shared our
die to
story.
death.
Yes.
But
Good.
it is rather warm.
Hate it when you die.
Are Mr. and Mrs. Love accompanying us? Are they?
Cool off,
Well, if
yeah.
you're here for the entire of the meeting.
Yeah.
Motherfucker! I will knock your face off.
Well, I mean, we discussed it extensively. I'm surprised you don't know.
Full interview process.
Taking the census.
Right. Well, it could have been worse. She could have been working on her home.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Suddenly we have
Where did I
cobbled
put
up
my
windows
mace?
again, framed secret passages.
put
Speaking of
my
which, have you made any green bandages yet? I was wanting to purchase some from you.
Well, I have 42 green bandages on me.
I might
I'm
need
going
more.
to need all of them if you keep bothering me.
Oh my!
Cotton.
It's Mr. Heinrich's fault. He's the one who put me up to it. He's the one who tells me
Oh,
the
all
length
right,
about
well,
all
you
your
know-
building capability.
Yes, Mr. Nix paid me handsomely in order to put him up to it and take the blame.
Yes, 'cause I paid to do that. It makes sense because that's what I do with my money.
Yep.
Right, well, I have sent you a map, Mr. Jägermeister, with the locations and identifications of those that I could find.
Excellent.
Yeah, lovely. I have on me the book on the from the.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
I've heard a death wail. Anyway, pour that. Anyway, what I was going to say is I have the book with the Kokiri Island census that I took as a sort of guide for how these books need to be filled out.
Oh, alright, so
So there you are, and we'll make you a new one.
well, I have one already.
Do you know who's on the Whale Seeker right now, by the way? Just out of curiosity. Is that Mr. Cole? Did you go out on the Whale Seeker?
No, Mr. Core is not around right now. I believe he's busy dreaming of being a dinosaur right now.
Oh, I see.
Oh my.
No, because the Whale Seeker's been mucking about, according to my charts and what they charted out here.
Noticed that also. It was running around all day yesterday.
Yeah.
It might be Rusty.
Probably.
Yes, maybe he's diligently trying to get the rest of that gold, but it just seems an odd location to me.
Right, so.
Well, it's possible that it is, Mr. Rusty. I haven't seen him all day.
Right, I haven't either.
Well, as long as he's doing okay, I was just curious.
Oh,
Well, I
Mr.
spoke to him
Jägermeister.
earlier that we would much rather him gain the ability to finally breed shires than to be out gathering resources.
Yes. It's a high priority.
One of the anomalies spoke to me about another order of silk or something like that.
Oh, you spoke to Bart. Yes, I told him
Right,
that
okay.
is tomorrow evening.
It's a weekly
Corvo
contract.
Price. Yeah. We're going to gain more accurate numbers about what they would like to purchase from us weekly. And I told Mr. Barty if he would like to be a part of that deal. We would pay him 4 silver per 1,000, and we would be taking a 1 silver stipend for negotiating the.
Right. Yes, I want to pass along the message.
I didn't understand any of that, but nobody's better than getting cotton than me.
Well, we need silk. We need 300,000. Go.
Oh, we got some. Not 300,000, but I know where you can get it.
Well, that's what they'll buy. That's what they'll. Yes, you can use bean. That's what they'll buy up to is 300,000. And they're willing to negotiate a weekly contract with the port to do it, and they'll pay us anywhere from like what would they say 5 silverish or so for the whole thing. So he's. But we didn't even have 100,000 when we offered this contract to the entire community, which I found interesting.
Well, we have the bears that obviously farm fiber in one swipe.
Yeah.
Yes, I can hear them growling now.
Yes, the
Yeah,
challenge is most people can't ride a bear in this room, unfortunately.
But they don't get as much as I do.
And Mr.
Probably
Foster's
true.
correct.
This
Well, they
also
asked me
has
to be part of the
special
gathering,
skill.
to be part of the little deal, getting the silk and everything when I had to do all the cooking. So it's kind of, if you know.
Yeah.
You know, it grows back so fast it doesn't matter. Everybody just gets them, just go for it, you know?
Well,
Oh,
I
yes,
can't
you can
go out
farm it
harvesting
fast, right?
materials like silk. I have to stay and cook. So that's what I find kind of funny.
No, do
Well-
your job. No, anybody who's available to do it, do it. Yeah.
I would honestly recommend that we get Mr. Huckabee a sous chef, if I'm being perfectly honest.
I think another cook would be great.
I feel really badly that he is essentially chained to that kitchen because we're in such
Well,
dire
the
need of
other
But I do so
conversation.
good at it.
Yes, the other conversation, Ms. Whitestone, is the fact we should start paying him some money for the food we eat as well, and that requires the rest of town to get some money, though. So the same way we should start paying Miss Whitestone for some bandages and whatnot, so we could have those available, so we don't perish so often whenever something goes awry.
Okay,
Well, I generally don't. It's mostly everybody else that does the perishing.
does the fiber go straight into the resource box in the warehouse?
I'm going to be setting up a resource box in the warehouse outside, and I will be. Long story short, yes, put it in the warehouse chest, and I will be siphoning off what we gets put in there and putting it in the warehouse to ensure that we have a minimum of 100,000 ready every Thursday. From there, making sure our coffers are stocked before selling off excess.
If we get 300,000, how much money is that, Mr. Heinrich? We get?
That should be.
I'm technically a sous chef. Haven't you seen the hat?
15. That should be 15 gold.
15 gold for the town if we get that.
Oh, goodness.
That'd be very worth it. And then I should be starting to get a weekly stipend where I could help pay some crew and whatnot, and yada, yada, yada. The advantage to the town getting this money this time would be the fact the town could start buying resources and items from all of you to help provide the other services, which would be better than us funneling into the pockets of two people and doing it that way. We need to promote the economy here. We don't have the advantage of Port Innocence, where Mr. Cletus went down and sold a bunch of stuff to Navy for 200 gold the first week, and then he was able to pay everybody money. We don't have that. We have to build our economy from the bottom up, so we need to work together to make that happen.
I need to be heading off back to the port. Actually, was there anybody else that you maybe wanted me to speak to? Obviously, I'll speak to Mr. Whitaker. I know him well.
Yes.
I don't know what you want me to say to him other than, are you interested?
Just say that we were asking
we're open.
Him to come visit.
Absolutely, I will do that.
Yes.
And, what was the name of that boat again?
Which boat? Oh, the All in Bloom.
All in Bloom. Okay.
Yeah. Very odd name
in the
for a
color,
boat.
right?
I tune out what color it is and all that stuff. But we were interested what the sail color is on it. But yes, that's
Another
the name
one.
of the
I
ship.
don't know if we want. Do we want him to mention anything to Mr. Morgan? I'd be quite interested
If you see
in having
Mr.
him.
Morgan, then I'd say that Mr. Nix is asking about him. He definitely wants to come visit. And if he pursues the conversation more, tell him what you're doing. So it's more of those Tom Sawyer things. Oh, I love painting the fence. This is so much fun painting this fence here. I'm just painting the fence. Oh, you want to come paint the fence too? Well, I don't know. Maybe there's room for you to paint the fence. Maybe go talk to Mr. Nix and Mr. Heinrich. That would be the approach. Not, hey, we're going to take you over there. Yes. Yeah.
I will be subtle, and so I will try and be as subtle as I can. I'll have a little look
There
around
you
town.
go.
I mean, I've got a lot of stuff to do tomorrow, especially if I'm going to get my wife up to breeding. I'm going to have to be hitting the seas hard, and obviously talking about to Mr. Heinrich about where we're actually going to set up and where we're going to move everything over to. But for now, it is getting very, very late for me, so we need to be heading off.
Absolutely.
Safe travels.
I will point out that my head wife just walked by and she said, "What did he just say about his wife and breeding?" I want to point that out too. So.
I will leave you with that.
Don't breed the Heinrich. He doesn't like it.
I was going to say, be careful what you talk about breeding near Zkhai.
That's not what I meant.
On beans. Where do you want me to put it? Wait, you want me to step?
For where? For what?
You have a cart on beans, and it's full of like baubles and knickknacks. Where do you want
In
them?
the smithy.
Okay.
Just dump it on the smithy and have at it, Mr. Foster.
Okay.
And then Mr. Nix, you and I need to have a private conversation up in the meeting room.
Okay. We can.
You heard him. Everyone's counting.
Good talk, everyone. Appreciate you all.
You too.
Oh, were you at the meeting? Oh, yeah, you were. That's right. It's you and me, buddy. Come on. Come on, this way, bud.
me again? Yeah, building.
And houses it. You can maximize output, and she'd get money for it. Because that also creates a lot of bottlenecks. If you have to wait till one cook needs your food, you could get backlogged. But if we could build up a surplus and simply sell the surplus at, like, say, a farmer's market stall or anything like that, whenever it's not in need, instead of having the food go bad, then, you know.
But I mean, we could also set a minimum stock supply, put some ice boxes in Miss Green Thumb's home.
Right.
And then when Mr. Huckabee doesn't need them, she knows, and she has her stockpile met to the limits we set, she can sell any surplus.
Yeah. All good options. All good options. So we just need to get some of that so the coin starts flowing in between everyone.
Yes.
I also did a little calculating, and I can actually right now get to expert chef if we need an extra chef.
Oh.
And I might be able to get to master chef with the points I have left.
Is that something you're interested in doing?
Well, just so
Gonna
there's
be sailing a little bit, but I could, if we need it, I can be chef.
Well, I think that would work out, considering that I know pretty much everything there is about farming as well. So, two chef, two farmer teams sounds like.
That's right. You'd pair up. That would be fantastic.
That way, if one of you needs to take an elongated rest, we still have someone ready to prepare meals for us.
Well, speaking of which, there's Mr. Bot behind you again, Mr. Jägermeister.
Yeah.
I'd ask him if he's had any updates on his crew.
Hello, Barty. Any updates on your crew?
Good day. No, I have not seen them. I have different hours than them sometimes, especially a couple of days a week, and have to go to bed early before they're getting on, I guess.
Oh, well, I heard they're still parked down in Port Innocence last seen.
Yes, that's my understanding as well. I know they had went down there a couple of days ago, and I don't think they've had this way back up as far as I know. Although I think Mr. Nick said he saw them yesterday, but I think I was asleep.
I thought I did. Because maybe I was dreaming. My days run together sometimes.
Yes. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know. I've just been sort of setting up the area over here and taking care of our weekly requirements as it is, and
yeah.
I assume that they'll be heading this way today or tomorrow sometime, but yeah, for sure.
Right.
So I heard y'all, I'm sorry, I'm technically not a part of the town per se.
No, you
are. To
passed
the island,
inspection.
Yeah. Yes, everything's approved. We have our letters of approval. We have to sail over to the naval yard to go get our actual certificates, but yes.
Yes, congratulations, and Prost.
Yeah, absolutely. But one fatal issue right now is we don't have Mr. Teach. I think he's still in a coma somewhere. until he returns, then we can't really go get his governor paperwork. I believe he has to sign some form. So, kind of waiting to see if he awakes.
Well, I know when I talked to him this morning, he had been up for quite some time, so...
Yeah. I have the distinct feeling we might not see him today.
Yes, I would agree. I too needed a bit extra rest today.
I don't know. I mean, part of me would like to go to the Navy port and just throw caution to the wind, see if we can get everything done, but I'm feeling like we might need the governor with us to do so.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know for sure.
I don't know if they want to verify it's not a bit of a puppet government.
I always like to subscribe. It's better to be safe than sorry, and if his signature is needed, it would, stink for you to head all the way up there and then have to come all the way back for no good.
I mean, I could get my privateer paperwork done, but it'd just be an extra trip. We'd have to do his. But... If we do have enough people, though, we could take the brig.
Up.
Also, just go down to Port Innocence to get my money, too. If there's anybody dead.
Hello?
Yes.
It's me.
One of these days, hopefully tomorrow I'll get up early and I'll go down there and then be able to catch Mr. P. Stop! He needs to practice. He's part of the contraband. Quit pointing guns at that man.
So I didn't even start singing yet.
Yes.
I didn't even say a word.
Mr. Barty alone, I already punched him in the face by accident today.
Right. Well, I want him to practice, Miss Whitestone, because I want him to be part of the band that sings at the casino. He has to get better than this.
Mm-hmm.
No, I definitely agree.
Well,
A
I
lot
think
better.
get better at the playing, but I don't know about the singing.
Well, yeah, we might have to muzzle him a bit, but he'll still do his squeeze box.
Well, see, no one's given me any requests yet, so I had to pick songs. And, well,
Yeah.
I have to admit I was being a little bit, ornery when I chose the songs I did yesterday.
Oh, hang on.
Did somebody touch me when I was sleeping?
I hope not.
Certainly hope not.
Oh.
Were you sleeping, Senator?
My weapons were unequipped. It was weird.
That's not supposed to happen. I don't know why anybody just unequip your weapons.
As far as I know, no one's been in the house.
Yeah.
Nobody should have any reason to.
We've made it past here from here, the town hall to the right here. In quite a while. We've spent the last hour over the town hall.
Mm-hmm.
It certainly wasn't any of the Navy people, because they didn't even enter most of the houses.
Mm-hmm.
Were your weapons missing, or were they just unequipped?
Unequipped.
Oh. That doesn't seem like that terribly big of a deal.
Yeah, still weird.
Yeah.
So weird. You don't. Nobody wants anybody touching them when they sleep. So. Yeah.
So what you're telling me is that I shouldn't break into your homes and collect blood samples.
Please don't.
This is how I feel.
Damn it.
So that's how I
Yep,
feel.
my
So
arm's
like
been sore lately.
This meeting got a little. Miss, I hear Mr. Core calling me. He's definitely not asleep, and it's very, very real. Bye.
Okay.
That was awkward.
You haven't shown me the census report.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
She said good day.
Doctor can actually write.
Is your kidney missing too?
Wait, what?
Oh my.
Is it... Wondering what that scar was from.
Oh yes, look at mine. Mine is missing as well. But that's from Pierre. And I was
Of
awake when he
course.
cut it out. So,
That's just the scar on your heart, Heinrich.
No, Pierre quite literally cut out my kidney. And Captain Thatch stabbed me in the liver. I used to have Pierre's liver in revenge, but I gave it back to him as a goodbye gift when we left Port Innocence.
Well, I've got a couple of scars that they where they decided to take or attempt to take, anyways, I should say. Didn't work.
Where did they attempt to take? Looks like your heart. I don't know what the other ones would be. Your life, lungs.
Well, it didn't work either way, like I said.
Very true. Yeah. Alright, fine. Barty, you can sing us a song, break the silence. It's getting awkward.
Oh, hang on. Before you start singing, let me just... There we go. Now you may.
Did she just take off her ears?
It's painful.
What the hell?
And here's Wonder Wall.
Miss Whitestone, I feel like you should investigate that. I don't think... What? Sorry, Steve. I'm just weirded out at the moment. I didn't know she could just pull them off.
Never know.
Not really. It's hiding behind my hair all the time.
So are we going sailing? Are we going to do something?
Well, I do know a song about squeeze boxes.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Yep. Moving my ears. There we go. Ow.
Well, I'd say we should probably make copies of our approval letters before we do anything, just in case something bad would happen.
Let me grab some oil and we can get the printing press going.
What?
Does it need paper as well or just the oil?
Just the oil.
Oh wow, that's very nice.
Yeah, it's very convenient.
Sing us a song.
Mama's got a squeeze box she wears on her chest, and when daddy gets home he never gets no rest, 'cause she's playing all night and the music's alright. Mama's got a squeeze box, daddy never sleeps at night.
Very nice.
He's actually, that's a pretty good.
Fun of him for his voice. You're all
Well,
to be
the kids
ashamed of
don't
yourself.
eat and the dog don't sleep. There's no escape from the music in the whole damn street.
You unhand that man.
You leave him alone. He has the voice of an angel.
I
What?
don't know about that, but he does it better than yesterday.
Oh, whoops, I was... Damn. I'm going to get the...
What?
Not before I kneecap you.
What? I cannot hear you. What?
I said I'm sneaking up behind you and hitting you with this wooden club.
I learned a new trick today. Want to see?
Yes.
Yes, I'm going to watch from right over here.
No, I need you to come closer.
No, it's fine.
Ooh,
Are you
I
sure?
want to see if it happened. I want to test it. Hit me.
I don't want to hit you, Mr. Huckabee. I actually like you.
Aw.
I like it. I want to see what happens.
Well, you didn't hit Mr. Barty. Oh, never mind. I'm not going to do it now.
What about a shovel?
Already tried.
Goes in and out and in and out and in and out, and she's playing all night.
Don't pout, Mr. Huckabee.
Oh my.
Barty, I think you'd actually get some tips at the casino if we get a little bit of an ensemble with you. I think you'd actually make a little coin.
Mr. Jägermeister, I have
Well,
books
unfortunately,
here.
that song isn't even quite in my range.
Weirdly
I have
enough,
a deeper voice than
our,
that, so it's a little tough for me.
Books are not actually
Yeah.
that different from one
Yeah, we just
another.
need to get an ensemble and figure it out. Or we can do it.
There actually are quite fewer people on this island than we originally anticipated.
Well, we fit enough primates and stuff. I think, Miss Whitestone, we're going to have to go around, probably Mr. Forster with you, and put up some more signs of the do not build areas just to protect our shores. Because I
Right.
expect very soon we're going to have an influx of people. Because I'm
I
going to
would
start
imagine.
advertising.
Is there any buildings we
Especially
can
on
get
that
rid of?
side of the island.
More target practice for us.
Oh, speaking of buildings that were gotten rid of, the individual in the shack on our shores has mysteriously vanished. Thanks, watchful eye, Mr. Strife. I did tear that building down.
All right.
Was that the black building?
Oh, the little shack?
The little fishing shack on the shore over there.
Well, it was there.
With
Now
the
it's
weird individuals talking all sorts of nonsense, had to be
And then the
escorted
entire
off the
company
island at
came over.
gunpoint.
Yes. Yeah.
Or the expert who couldn't build a box.
Right. That was hilarious.
Yes, you remember how much he was speaking about all of his experience, Mr. Nick. He was
Oh,
shocked
yes,
to find
vast
out that
amounts
he
of
needed some boxes on his sloop to transport all his goods off the island.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, so then Mr. Strife, Miss Whitestone, and I had to sit there and chop trees for him so we could
Bruh.
make boxes to get him the hell off.
And
I
we
charged
pointed
him a
guns at
17
him.
silver fine for the inconvenience of it all.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Something he then stated was very difficult for him to get.
Mm.
Yeah.
Vertex Skull, I say.
Anyway, going to make copies now.
Yes, copy.
It's not finished yet. I haven't gotten all the data.
Oh no,
from the...
I'm quite aware the census isn't finished. There's more I don't knows in here than there's other words.
Listen, it's not my fault nobody was home. Hell, I drew out a map for you, for God's sake.
Right. Sorry, close.
What an asshole.
Did I hear right? Was this Whitestone just mine, you asshole?
Yes. Into my ass.
I'm a doctor, which means I'm also a
This is true.
proctologist.
Right, I'm gonna go get the.
Ooh.
Get off my counter! Because I'm the only one who can apparently read in this godforsaken place, I'm also the clerk.
Well, I just claimed it as mine.
I will beat you with this mace until you are dead.
Is that my own mace that I made?
Probably not.
By the way, someone should inform Mr. Olaf that the box for donations is locked. Or drop off.
dear.
Drop off box is locked.
I believe it was locked earlier because I had a large amount of metal and powder in there for a project. It needs to be unlocked now.
Yeah. Maybe something with a pin might do.
Yes,
Yeah.
we were also discussing it because of the individual that kept coming to the island.
Which individual?
I think something to discuss would be that Miss Whitestone keeps a record of pin codes assigned to certain places that she can then give out to companies.
Sounds good.
I like
yes,
that.
the pin code
idea.
on one of the ice boxes for Mrs.
Speaking
Whitstone
of
would be
which,
nice as well.
I need to pin code the Navy resupply as well. Now that you mention it.
Thank you for reminding me about that, Mr. Barty.
Oh, by the way, Mr. Kilgore.
Yes.
I think last week I had talked to you about metal. Were you in the need of base metal at all?
How much do you have?
I don't have any at the moment, but I do plan on going and collecting some tomorrow. I do believe.
Heinrich, do we need base metal?
I didn't know if you use base metal for your plans and stuff.
I think that town, just as a whole right now, could use base metal.
Yes, for any further construction, we need more metal.
So yeah, I'd say don't worry about me specifically, but the town would definitely appreciate it.
Now, I've been assuming that the luxury metals like silver and copper and iron and whatnot would have a higher sell rate than the wood and thatch and whatnot. But I wasn't too much sure about base metal. It's a little bit easier to get, but not horribly so.
That's probably Mr. Heinrich's job to answer that one.
Well, either way, I do think I need to take another nap here very quickly, but I will be probably back online later. I'll be back a week later, and I can get with Mr. Jägermeister about that and the silk and stuff later.
All right.
Alright.
All right, Theo. You'll have a good day.
Yeah.
Oh, and Mrs. Sky,
Uh.
I have something for you later, but I just need to give it to you.
Maybe later when we meet on this close location.
I have to get it from my house anyway.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Y'all have a great day.
See ya. Oh yeah, about those events actually. Where should I put a suggestion?
I actually put them right up here on the announcement board just now.
Ooh.
There should be some notes in the box there. If not, just make more at the writing table, and just post them on the board, and we will collect all of them.
All right.
Right.
It looks like the mayor's office has some mail.
Yes.
The spam mail. Okay.
What is it?
Something
Wait.
about ship warranty.
Oh, they're trying to contact you about your extended ship warranty, are they?
Yes.
Wait, what? I want to see this.
You would have thought.
I love we're trying to reach out of
Oh, I see.
Yes, it wasn't fun.
Oh, it wasn't. How odd.
No. Yeah.
It never is.
No, it never is.
Oh, I better scoot along. I'm about to starve to death.
Wonderful.